With your first news at 6 Sports, here's Ben Dacu.
The technology takeover in sports is never ending, and it's taking over the baseball diamond now more than ever. As Luke Gamble shows us, you'll see a lot more of that technology as teams prepare for state this week.
Baseball catchers are known as captains of the field for what they see, but now it's what they hear that's the biggest change-up in North Dakota high school baseball.
He literally says fastball outside.
Nearly every team in the WDA is utilizing direct coaches to catcher communication devices.
It's huge. Like in-game, Streeter will be telling me what I need to work on. We got block priority here, or help our pitcher out here, go talk to him. It's huge for us catchers.
Some come in the form of an earpiece for the catcher, while other teams give both their pitchers and catchers watches to communicate signals.
I think the biggest thing has just been the interaction between the catchers and understanding why we want to do things, or being able to give them feedback without yelling at them, or being able to just give them feedback with them actually being able to hear us.
The systems were approved last season for the first time, but the transitions have happened slowly.
I'm kind of old school.
Now many teams are using them on a full-time basis for the first time this year.
As I watched other coaches use their communication devices, I noticed it speeded things up. It allowed for more clear communication between the coach and the catcher, and it made for a better baseball game.
Some coaches keep it simple, pitch and location, or maybe a defensive alignment.
That allows for the pitchers to get in a little bit of more of a rhythm rather than waiting and waiting and waiting. And I like my pitchers to work quickly.
While others use it just as much for a motivational tool.
When we realize we're rushy things, like, hey, let's slow the team down here a little bit, Streeter was saying in our ear and stuff, or we need to pick it up, get them going, get the ball back to them, let's go, let's get next play.
Regardless of how it's used, the game is changing.
Definitely.
And most coaches and players agree that it's for the better.
We can make a lot more adjustments a lot faster. You don't have to wait till the end of the inning for the coach to tell you, or you don't have to call a time because you only get so many of those in a game. So you can definitely adjust a lot faster.
NDSU baseball is heading to SEC country. The Bison were placed in the NCAA tournament's Fayetteville Regional. The Bison's first opponent will be the hosting Arkansas Razorbacks. This will be NDSU's third appearance in the Big Dance in the Division I era and their first since 2021.
It was fun. Obviously it's easier when you're going to be in, especially waiting until the last regional to be called out. But it's cool to see the different names up there, and then to see our program associated with some of the schools involved, and then obviously in the regional that we're in. It's a pretty cool feeling and something that these guys definitely deserve.
The Bison face Arkansas on Friday at 2 p.m. The Razorbacks are the 3 seed in the entire bracket, and they're one of 13 teams from the SEC in the tournament. The Bison are the lone representatives from the Summit League. The other 2 teams in the regional are Kansas and Creighton. The only team the Bison have played in this group so far this year is the 3-seeded Creighton. NDSU went 1-1 against the Blue Jays in those games. Meanwhile, in Game 4 of the PWHL Finals, Britta Curl and the Minnesota Frost lead in the third period, 1-0. If Minnesota wins tonight, they win the Walter Cup.
Exciting times, especially for Miss Curl.
Very exciting.
All right.